This is a Polaroid Spectra camera. It's the Polaroid camera that shoots slightly wider than the normal square format. And because we can't have nice things, Polaroid discontinued the film in 2019, just when they were starting to rebrand as Polaroid again. Now, we do have a Polaroid Impulse that uses autofocus, but this Spectra camera has a lot more features. It has autofocus and auto exposure. You can do a self-timer as well as multiple exposures. Autofocus on or off, or flash on or off. Now, in my previous video that you guys seem to love watching, I decided to put normal Polaroid photos into this cartridge with, varying results. But that video was a few years ago now, and with the advent of the technology of a 3D printing, I was able to make this. You could download this from Thingiverse. This is the size of a Polaroid Spectra cartridge. You can put the film in here. All you have to do is this. Now you do have to take apart a cartridge and tape this to the bottom, so let's do that. And you do have to cut the top of the battery. And then there you go.
Oh, silly me.
I almost forgot the film. So in the dark, you do have to take the film out of a cartridge and carefully slide it into here. And I found that this is pretty easy compared to the Spectra cartridge. You just do that. And there you go. Make sure you press it in all the way. And be sure to only put like 4 or 5 in at a time, because all 8 of them can't fit. Oh, by the way, if you don't know how to do multiple exposures, this is how. You click this button, and it will either take a picture and immediately shoot it out, or do the 10-second timer. Okay. Now, it doesn't shoot it out until you flip that switch. So you basically turn off the camera and back on again. Like this. You don't have to do it all the way. There you go. As many times as you want. Yeah, if only Polaroid camera was this instant. Wow, it is developed in 1 second flat. By the way, this is me and my family, 2003. So let's get the dark bag and put some film in there. So with new film in this, I'm going to push this camera to its limits. The longest my camera can do is 3 seconds, so let's do some light painting. There we go.
Shake it like a Polaroid.
Here's that shot. Let's see what a long exposure of the nighttime can do. 20 feet away. Yeah, Polaroids are definitely not suited for nighttime. Texas Roadhouse. Okay, this is definitely daylight balanced, and I barely got in the shot here. Then I wanted to take a photo of my cats.
Go back in your spot.
Here you go. Did you not appreciate that, Casey? There's Bob. There's the ghetto street rat asshole. And here's Coley, the abused little wimp. But for this shot, I forgot to put the autofocus on. So I reshot it. And that's where the trouble began. This is what happens when this old piece of shit camera shoots out 2 shots at the same time. Then I was like, yeah, no, I want a close-up of these cats in focus.
Everybody's upset.
And, yeah, the black cats don't really show up. So here's a good shot of all 3 of them. My mom has many Polaroids of her cats, so I wanted one of these 3 stooges. Casey, Cole, and Bob. Then I wanted to do multiple exposures. Right about here. Yeah, this one I forgot to turn off the flash, so this is that photo. So I did it again, made sure to not have the flash on. Bring it back. Here. And now just... And yeah, it turns out Polaroids can't do red. It just comes out as orange.
Remember kids, it's fun to play in the middle of the road.
And this is another night shot. And, yeah, this one's too dark. And it's focused to the ground. One time I didn't want autofocus on. Here we go.
That's how to fake a street light city scene.
Okay, is this giving Nostalgic Ride Home in the Rain when you're 6 years old, or Nuclear Explosion? And again, this can't do red. Maybe it's just the unpredictable film, because this was red flowers in another shot. Okay, on to the last ones. I made sure to have this exposed properly for the night.
Whoa, yeah. This is super scary. The first Polaroid. Can you keep it down? First night Polaroid shot I took was 1 3-second exposure, which couldn't expose, so I'm gonna do 3. Hey, what the hell? Okay, that was 4 3-second exposures. And now to develop the picture, moment of truth, you click that. You.
Okay, I think I know why Polaroid stopped making Spectra film. Because these cameras freaking suck. Pictures get jammed in the roller because the old film was thinner. They could fit 10 in a cartridge instead of 8. But if they're thicker, how does the claw grab 2 at the same time? Oh, whatever. This one failed because it shot out with the dark slide. So I thought, what the hell, let's develop it in direct sun. With this magnet over it. I thought it would be all black, or all orange, because of this film developed in direct sunlight. But no, now it's giving radioactive photo of the Chernobyl elephant's foot. So here's the time-lapse shot. That was another roll that was shot out with it. Here's the time-lapse. I wasn't satisfied with this, so I did the whole 12-second exposure again, and got this. Except the green, yeah, Polaroids don't like being in the cold for an hour, so this is edited without the green. So overall, I got some good photos. Some photos I definitely couldn't take with any other Polaroid camera. Although the risk of shooting with this old camera, with this expensive film, is just too much for me. I'll just stick to my Instax wide camera. The photos just look 10 times better. Or at least 5 times better.